Hi, I'm Teena Alders.
And I'm Tim Alders of the Alders Team with Keller Williams Realty of DFW Southlake.
Today we're going to share with you about a city that is dear to our hearts, and that's Colleyville, Texas.
So after we were first married,
which was a long time ago.
It was only 37 years.
Okay, long time ago.
Okay, so I had a landscape business. And my first two contracts with some large homes in Colleyville in the Woodland Hills Estates on the south side of the city. So after going back and forth to the job sites, I was experiencing the rural feel, which had the large rolling hills and the large oak trees. Kind of reminded me of my home when I grew up in Kansas City. And so I had a dream of one day owning a home for my family in Colleyville. So after 14 years of hard work, 23 years ago, that dream became a reality.
And besides our beautiful home, there were many reasons that we chose Colleyville and have stayed in Colleyville. And in this video, we're excited to share those reasons with you.
So before we go any further, if you're looking to buy or sell or move in here to Texas, we want you to be able to click the link below on our Texas Home Questionnaire, and we will get back with you.
Colleyville is 3.5 miles from the DFW International Airport, which is something that I love because I don't even have to get on a highway to access the airport.
It's kind of smart and safe.
Now, the city grapevine, which we talked about last week, and Southlake, which is another large city that we'll be sharing with you about, border the northern side of Colleyville, where on the other side we have Bedford, the city of Bedford, and the city of Hearst, which we also will share with you in later videos, that border the south and the west side of Colleyville. So basically, Colleyville is dab smack in the middle of the mid-city suburban region.
Hey, that's my description of the area.
Yeah, I liked it so much I thought I would steal it this week.
That sounds good. Hey, so Colleyville has a population of 26,700 people in the city, with the average household income of $219,000. Colleyville is also known for its $1 million homes and gated communities, but we can still find gorgeous homes in that $500,000 to $750,000 range. Guess what? And we are your Colleyville realtors, and we are your Colleyville experts, so we know where to find these places. Not only is Colleyville considered one of the wealthiest cities in the state, it's also one of the top 10 safest in the whole United States. Colleyville is also located in the conservative northern Tarrant County.
Now we have to go ahead and share with them also about the parks, Tim. We've spent lots of hours at the parks. There are probably, I think approximately, is there 12? Around 12 award-winning parks in Colleyville.
Yes. That
people will come from different cities to be able to use and just visit, hang out with their families there. With that being said, when Tim, you mentioned about the communities, one thing that most of the communities, I would say around Colleyville, pride themselves in is how they maintain their communities, and also the green belts and the trails that are offered in some of these communities. Speaking of the trail, the Cotton Belt Trail, which is about 11.5 miles long, runs through Colleyville, and it literally offers the walking, the running, bicycling opportunities for the Colleyville residents. And Colleyville also has a beautiful nature walk park that also has a hiking trail in it that's over 1 mile long.
So Colleyville also has a lot of nice other amenities within its borders. And so which includes several rec centers that we have, not only for the youth, but also for senior adults, which is going through a massive remodel right now. And also we have beautiful, which our kids got to enjoy, the pristine youth ball fields, which we're going to take you right now to show. Here we are at the pristine youth ball fields of Colleyville. It also will back up. I think there's like 10 or 15 different facilities, ball fields, along with the tennis courts, parks behind there. And it also backs up to our city hall and public library. Let's also take a look at the Colleyville Center for special events. It's made for the residents of Colleyville. So this is the Colleyville Special Events Center. This is an area where the city will shut down the streets and they'll hold special events, festivals, barbecue cook-offs. It's also a great place to hold large meetings, events, and wedding receptions. We held our oldest daughter Amanda's wedding reception here. It was a great time, 350 people inside there and feeding them. A lot of college football players, college soccer players, ex-college soccer players. And you know what? It turned out pretty good. They're still married after all these years.
Safe and clean lifestyle seems to be the theme for the Colleyville residents. And the main thoroughfare through Colleyville kind of represents that. They went through and I think they've made it absolutely beautiful as you drive through the landscaping that they've put in the medians and the
Millions
areas
of
there.
dollars improvements.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the main street is Highway 26, or we call it Colleyville Boulevard, either way. But it runs south to north through Colleyville. And along that road, you're going to see restaurants, doctor's offices, churches, businesses, fitness places, just a lot of different things that you're going to see that. Speaking of that, let's take a glimpse. The Lifetime Fitness here in Colleyville, it goes down quite a ways. As you can see, it is a popular place after work for a lot of people. And also there's an Orange Theory very close by that stays quite busy also. Now that we've showed you the Lifetime Fitness in Colleyville and shared with you about the Orange Theory, I would like you also to know that we also have access to the Whole Food Store, the Market Street and grocery store.
Sprouts.
Yeah, I go there a lot just to pick up my fresh vegetables and fruits that are available. And all the restaurants tend to offer, would you say, some form of a healthy choice, if it's not just a form of a total healthy restaurant?
Yes. So Colleyville is also home to one of our favorite Tex-Mex restaurants.
And I consider that healthy.
La Hacienda Ranch. Wow, Tina, I'm getting a little hungry right now. Why don't we go there?
Let's go.
All right. Hey, here we are inside La Hacienda Ranch. We'll just stop by and show you one of our favorite restaurants in Colleyville. It's basically set up to be like a lodge, hunting lodge, and it's great Tex-Mex food. Hey, also the owner of La Hacienda Ranch is the founder and creator of the first frozen margarita machine. This is a little replica right here. Pretty cool. So now that we got to experience that really cool and unique restaurant, we're going to talk a little bit about some more restaurants that are around. We have a Gloria's, which is a Latin theme restaurant. We also have a place that's called Next Bistro, which is really cool because it used to be a Taco Bell and they converted it out. So you talk about a really nice place that they have American food and they have a really good wine selection that they pair all their foods with. They also have a new place called the Stonehouse, which is great for steaks. We have Chef Point, which came over here from Watauga. They opened one over here in Colleyville also, which is from scratch foods pretty much from around the world. We also have Rio, countless amount of restaurants all over and throughout Colleyville.
And needless to say, we have visited quite a few over the 23 years.
Just a few.
So one of the main reasons that we moved to Colleyville many years ago was because we had 4 children and all of them had different educational needs. So Colleyville, the GCISD school district, which is the Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District that I mentioned in last week's video talking about Grapevine, also is what where Colleyville residents feed into. Now the difference here is the Colleyville Heritage High School is the main high school for the Colleyville residents, but once again, Grapevine residents and Colleyville residents will interchange, and sometimes you're going to have some of them going to Grapevine, some going to Colleyville, which works out beautifully for the kids. The school district ranks in the top 10 in the state of Texas.
Top 10%?
Yeah, top 10%. Sorry about that. In the state of Texas, which I shared with you also last week. But So definitely that was one of our main pulls to this area. And that's why we stayed here through the kids' school, but also we've decided to stay even longer because of everything that Colleyville has to offer.
So one of the cool things that we're fixing to go see in Colleyville, Heritage, and even Grapevine is these indoor practice facilities.
Let's go.
We talked about it earlier, Teena, and it's amazing that some of these are kind of like small colleges don't even have these. And I wish they would have had them back in my day, but here we go.
All right, let's go show them.
All right.
And here is the indoor practice facilities. Yes, I said that. This huge building is for a high school football team. I guess the band uses it too in other sports, but it's all indoors and air conditioning. I wish we would have had this way back whenever I was playing ball. This is totally amazing here in Texas.
Hey, now we also want to be able to talk to you about amazing private school that we also have here in Colleyville. It's called Colleyville Covenant. And our youngest son actually graduated from there. So go Cougars!
We will be sharing with you more about the Colleyville neighborhoods in our upcoming videos, but I am going to ask you one more time to fill out that Texas Home Questionnaire below if you are looking to buy, sell, or relocate here to the Texas area. Anywhere in Texas, we can connect you with other great agents. We have those relationships, but especially here in the DFW, we are going to be your Colleyville experts in this area. So please take the time to fill that out. Also, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, it's real easy. Just hit the subscribe button, and next time we're live, you'll get notified.
So thank you for joining us today. Until next time, remember,
Ask the Alders.
Ask the Alders.